Today, Dung Fu invites you to delve deeper into the Dhammapada, the 15th verse from the Buddhist scriptures on the YouTube channel Tien Tien USA. Here he grieves. Hereafter he grieves. In both states the evildoer grieves. He grieves. He is afflicted, perceiving the impurity of his own deeds. Brothers and sisters in the Dharma, today we gather with sincerity in our hearts to explore the truth behind suffering. The Buddha did not teach with the aim to frighten us, but to free us. The truth he revealed is simple and deep. The one who performs unwholesome actions grieves, here in this very life, and also in the life to come. Why does one grieve? Because the law of karma is not a myth. It is the natural flow of causes and effects. When our thoughts are unwholesome, when our words wound others, when our actions create harm, we plant seeds of pain in the garden of our mind. Those seeds do not disappear. They sprout. They bear fruit. And the taste is bitter. This is not punishment from the outside. It is the unfolding of causes we ourselves have set into motion. The evildoer suffers now, not only because of what others say, but because deep within, the conscience is disturbed. There is no escape from the inner knowing. When the mind recalls the harmful acts it has committed, it cannot be at ease. Even if the world celebrates us, even if we gain temporary success or fame, the heart knows, and it trembles. The grief is born from this self-awareness, this recognition of impurity in our own deeds. Now you may wonder, what is meant by impurity in the Dharma? Impurity does not mean moral filth in the sense of judgment. It simply refers to defilements, to those qualities which obscure the clarity and peace of our true nature. Greed, hatred, and delusion are the great impurities, and when we act from them, we suffer. To grieve is not weakness. It is not failure. It is the beginning of awakening. When a person feels sorrow after unwholesome acts, that sorrow can open the door to transformation. It can lead to repentance, to resolve, to the aspiration for a new way of living. The Buddha never condemned the evildoer forever. Even the most harmful being carries within the potential to awaken. The moment we recognize the impurity of our deeds and turn our hearts toward change, we take the first step on the noble path. Think of Angulimala, the murderer who became a saint. His transformation came not by denying his wrongs, but by seeing them with clarity and remorse. He bowed before the Buddha. He bowed before truth, and he became free. So the grief that the verse speaks of, it is not the end. It is the beginning of a journey. When we perceive the impurity of our deeds, we are not trapped. We are being invited to purify, to resolve, to vow. The practice of purification begins with mindfulness. When we are mindful, we see the seeds of our actions. We begin to understand what leads to suffering and what leads to peace. We develop a gentle but firm commitment to avoid harm, to speak with truth, to act with compassion. The 5 precepts are not commandments. They are guidelines for happiness. To abstain from killing, stealing, sexual misconduct, false speech, and intoxicants is to protect our own peace of mind. It is to walk gently in the world, causing no harm, creating only benefit. When we live with integrity, grief fades. The mind becomes light. There is nothing to hide, no memory that haunts us, no action that we regret. We sleep well. We smile genuinely. We walk freely. But if we break the precepts, even in secret, even if no one knows, the heart knows, and that knowing brings sorrow, not because we are bad people, but because we have deviated from truth. This sorrow, this grief, is our compass. It shows us where we went off course. It helps us return. It helps us become real practitioners. And so, do not fear grief. Do not run from it. Sit with it. Understand it. Let it show you what matters. Let it guide you back to your true path. The Buddha said, just as rain cannot penetrate a well-thatched roof, so too defilements cannot enter a well-developed mind. When the mind is trained, when the heart is pure, grief finds no home. But when the roof is broken, the rain seeps in. So we train, we repair, we cultivate the path. This path is the Eightfold Noble Path. Right view, right intention, right speech, right action, right livelihood, right effort, right mindfulness, right concentration. These are the tools to uproot grief. These are the steps that lead from suffering to peace. Let your grief become your motivation. Let your past become your teacher. Let your mistakes become your lamp. To perceive the impurity of one's deeds is to begin the work of purification. And when we purify the mind, we purify the world. Let us chant. Let us sit. Let us walk. Let us live the Dharma, not just speak of it. In this very life, may we end grief. In lives to come, may we know peace. Let us reflect more deeply. There are those who smile outwardly but carry a hidden pain. That pain may come from unhealed actions of the past. When we look honestly at our life, what do we see? Have we spoken words we regret? Have we acted out of anger or greed? These reflections are not to generate guilt, but to generate insight. If we understand that our pain is not random, we stop blaming the world. We begin to see that healing begins within. We recognize that transformation is possible, and we step into responsibility, not punishment. The Buddha encouraged us to confess our wrongs, not to others necessarily, but to the truth itself, to acknowledge what was done, to see the suffering it caused, and to vow never to repeat it. This inner confession brings freedom. Grief is the gateway to compassion. When we suffer for what we have done, we also become more sensitive to the pain of others. We no longer judge others harshly. We know what it is like to carry sorrow, and from that place, we choose to live with kindness. Meditation helps us see clearly. When we sit quietly and observe the mind, we begin to recognize the residue of our actions. Sometimes grief arises. Sometimes regret surfaces. Do not push it away. Sit with it. Hold it with loving awareness. This is how we purify. Every step on the path is a chance to renew ourselves, to live a new moment, to practice wholesome speech, to cultivate loving kindness, to ask for forgiveness, and to forgive. As we walk this path, let us keep returning to the heart. The heart knows. The heart remembers. But it also has the power to transform. Today, let us not dwell in guilt. Let us not remain trapped in past mistakes. Let us resolve to live with greater wisdom, greater compassion, greater awareness. This is the message of the 15th verse. Grief is not the enemy. It is a lamp, and if we follow its light, it will take us back to the purity of our original mind. Thank you for watching. Namo Amitabha. I wish to bring this merit towards all disciples and sentient beings, all of whom will attain Buddhahood. Remember to like and subscribe to the channel to review the short sermons of the Buddha. Thank you for listening to the Dharma.